Welcome to my brand new YouTube channel. This is Gabby. I will be your guide, your teacher throughout this short little vinyasa class. You can combine this with the next two videos for a full hour-long class, or do any of the videos on their own for a little bit of a shorter class, whatever suits your needs today. Let's start off in a child's pose. I like to take a wide-legged child's pose. It gives me a beautiful stretch at the beginning of my practice. But if it works better for you, you can take your legs together. Hands back behind you can be nice for the shoulders. Hands walked out in front of you can be a wonderful stretch and awakening for your body. Start by letting your forehead rest on something. Now, whether that's the ground or a block or a blanket is completely up to you, but just let your forehead rest, letting yourself get grounded, arriving here and now, spreading your fingers wide, putting some space between your fingers. So here physically it can be easy to create space. You just have to open your fingers wider. But now trying to create that same space mentally can be quite a bit more challenging. But just seeing what you can do here, seeing what you're working with. This full yoga sequence may not be completely blissing out for you, but maybe by the end there's a little more space between the thoughts. So just slowing down here, take a deep breath in and a full breath out. Feeling how good it feels to take some time for yourself, to breathe, to take care of yourself, to create space for love to carry throughout the rest of your day. Letting your hips sink back towards your heels. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Now, staying in your child's pose, everything else pretty much stays the same. Walk your hands over to the right. It might help to take your head slightly over to the right as well. But other than that, staying in your child's pose. And once you've walked your hands as far over to the right as is comfortable for you, walk the left hand a little further forward, getting a nice stretch in that left side. Take an inhale and an exhale. Hands back to center. Now walking them over to the left, as far as you would like today. And once you've arrived there, walk the right hand slightly further forward, creating a stretch on that right side body. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Now coming into your tabletop, your hands and knees. Knees are underneath the hips, wrists underneath shoulders. That alignment helps you to find stability here. Find your low belly. Pull your low belly in and up, engaging your core, your center. Taking a couple of cat-cows here on the inhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the heart. And as you exhale, rounding out, gaze toward the belly button. Inhale, coming forward for cat, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale for cow, gaze toward the belly button, rounding out the spine. Once more, inhale for cat, drop the belly, lift the gaze, shine your heart. Exhaling, rounding out the spine. Coming back to neutral here. And when you're ready, finding your downward facing dog, that upside down letter V. If you'd like to take more time in child's pose now or at any point during your practice, please feel free to do so. This time is completely for you. It's not for me. It's not for your neighbor. It's not for your friend. So whatever serves you right now in this moment, do that. That is perfect. Your down dog, once again, spreading your fingers wide. Sending your hips toward the sky. With each exhale, letting your chest drop a little bit further back towards your thighs. Let your heels sink down toward the ground. Take a deep breath in here. And a full breath out. From here, walk your feet forward a couple of inches. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Everything else pretty much stays the same, still pressing the chest back toward the thighs. Let your right heel sink down toward the ground. And then place the left leg down. Lifting the right leg up, finding some length. Being careful here not to open up the hip too much. We really want the hips still squared off toward the ground, letting the left heel here sink down toward the ground. It doesn't have to make contact, just an intention of softening there. Place the right leg back down. Take one more inhale here in down dog. As you exhale, step or jump forward to the front of your mat, landing in a forward fold. Walk your feet out about hips width distance apart. Hanging down here, just hanging out. You can let your hands dangle if you'd like. You can bring opposite hand to opposite elbow. I really like that because it takes the pressure for me off of having to have my hands completely on the ground, and it also reminds me not to put too much weight in my hands. So feeling it out, feeling what option works best for you today, which may not be what worked for you yesterday, and it may not be what works for you tomorrow. Being completely present and in the moment. Recognizing and honoring your body and all it's doing for you. Release your hands down to the ground if they're not already there. Walk your feet to touch. Rise up to standing. Reach your hands high. Spread your fingers wide. It's good to be alive here and now. Exhale your hands to your heart center. Closing your eyes for a moment. One of my favorite things to say in happy, wonderful moments and in not so happy, wonderful moments is thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. Showing gratitude for all I have been given and for this moment. So as you close your eyes here, try that out. Try that thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my life, for all I have, for being here. And feel if anything shifts with that simple gesture of gratitude. Press your palms together. Open your eyes. Reach high. We'll come into our sun A, sun salutation A, greeting the sun, greeting the day, folding forward. Inhale, find a flat back. Hands land anywhere along your legs. Spine like a tabletop. Gentle lift of the heart, gentle lift of the gaze. Big breath in. Exhale and fold. Inhale once more, rising high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find that flat back. As you exhale, hands come down to the ground. A couple of options here. Either step back to a down dog, or if you'd like to build a little strength here, coming into your vinyasa, moving forward and halfway down, low push-up. Inhale for your upward facing dog. Shine your heart through. Untuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to guide you through that vinyasa a few more times, but if it's not in your practice today to take that vinyasa, either just hold the high push-up and come back to down dog, or whatever works. Whatever transition suits you, just keeping your breath throughout the transitions. Take an inhale here. Exhale. One more big breath in. As you exhale, come forward, step or jump. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up to standing, hands reach high. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down to the ground, meet in down dog. I'll take a vinyasa, forward, halfway down, low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, let's meet in downward facing dog. Down dog or child's pose. A few other nice down dog alternatives are tabletop, which we took earlier. If you know dolphin, just kind of a down dog with your forearms on the ground. That can take some of the weight out of your wrists. Taking another breath here in down dog. Exhale, coming forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. Folding forward, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands down, high to low push-up or meet in down dog. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg up to the sky. Stepping it forward to your right thumb, coming into a kneeling lunge. Back knee comes down, untuck the back toes. Starting off with the hands on the front knee to gain some balance. And then hands can either come to your heart or come up to the sky. Let your shoulders drop. Spreading fingers wide if they're up high, creating space. And for me, spreading the fingers wide is kind of like a celebration. It's saying, I'm here, I'm open, I'm ready to receive. Sink your hips a little more forward. And then hands come down to the ground. Bring into that high push-up, forward and down, low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk your feet together and a little bit forward, taking your left leg high. And then stepping it forward for a kneeling lunge. Once again, finding balance, and then whatever hand variation suits you today. Maybe a nice little back bend here to open up your heart, celebrate life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One more inhale here. Exhale, hands come down to the ground. High push-up to low push-up, meet in down dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Full exhale. Big breath in. Full breath out. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Rising up to standing, reach your hands high. And then taking your hands to your heart. We'll end this section of our practice in Tadasana Mountain Pose. Once again, closing your eyes with your hands here at your heart. Let's try that expression of gratitude again, those 3 thank yous. Take an inhale. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for practicing with me. Take your hands to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we bow forward in gratitude and say, Namaste. Thank you oh so very much, friends. I'll see you next.